So Rashee Rice, I hope I'm saying his name right, for the Kansas City Chiefs is pretty much going to be unavailable for the Lions game versus the Chiefs. Um, yeah, he's gonna be unavailable. He a couple years ago, I think a year ago or some change, he got into a speeding accident, speeding in his car and got into an accident, and you know, I guess they wanted to let due process play out. Which, from what I remember, the NFL really don't care about due process, and maybe that's something that's changed. And now that I pretty much think he pled or whatever, or he got a sentence in, he missed 6 games. Pretty sure he paid a financial compensation to somebody. Um, Also, Jordan Addison received a 3-game suspension for his DUI. And honestly, some of these things are unacceptable, especially a DUI when you have the resources. I mean, I was listening to Darwin James. He did an interview with Micah Parsons, and he was basically saying that he was saying that he don't drive. He has a driver that he don't drive. So he said he's given more time to study his plays and all that. And he has cars, but he just probably employs somebody close to him, got their CDLs or a chauffeur license, whatever they call. And he probably just, put them on payroll, and that's how they earn their keep. They drive them everywhere, and that's smart. If you're going to drink, I mean, why go out and drive? Think about it. And you got the resources, and I feel like if you don't have the resources to get a lift, or you don't have a resourceful person with you that's going to drive you there. And what's so funny? Some people get scares and they don't learn their lessons. Some people get DUIs and they don't learn their lessons. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you gotta learn your lesson. You gotta learn your lesson. You know, just don't do it. If you ain't got enough money to afford a lift, or you don't feel safe enough for a lift, you can't find a driver, you can't get a hotel room around where you partying at, then you don't need to be partying. Because usually when those type of situations happen, even with this car accident, the innocent person is the one that gets sent to the upper room. And the person that was the offender, they the one that get to live with the guilt. That's the same about it. So, Jordan Addison in missed 3 games, but to be honest, it don't make no sense. Fuck is you drinking and driving for? And one thing I noticed, man, I seen the brother Jimmy Horn. He played for Colorado and he played at Carolina. I see these brothers doing the same shit every time. They get out here, they get into the NFL, they buy a chain. I see Talik Williams bought his mother a house, and you would be like, well, that's admirable and all bullshit. I say this, man, and a lot of people gonna hate me when I say this. Your job as a son is not to buy your mother a house. Your mother is supposed to have a husband. Therefore, with her husband, which should be your father, they should already have a house. So the only thing you should be doing is pretty much probably paying off that house. Give your mother maybe the car of her dreams, or, making sure giving her some money to start a business so she can keep making money. You know what I'm saying? Giving your father the old, Fleetwood Cadillac he always wanted, or the Vetti. That's it. That's it. And then these dudes still buying jewelry and depreciate. You wonder why these guys be going broke. It's the repetitive cycle of doing the same shit over and over again. In a sport where one play could be your last play. 3 or 4 side bitches. You got a wife. You like, it's no wonder why these guys go broke. Look at Tyreek Hill was with a girl so 10, 17 months, or not even 17 months, and paying her all this money in child support. And it seemed like when you getting it, it don't hurt. When that career stopped and that contract stopped, it hurt. It hurt. But they won't see Rashee Rice week 1. I mean, whenever they play it, it's within a 6-week period. Me personally, I want to see the Lions beat teams at their best. So I'm not one of these guys. Oh, he's not playing. Yes, that's no. Eventually, you know, it's gonna catch up to you. If you taking the easy way out, or you getting lucky, and no, you want to beat these guys at their best. Because iron sharpen iron. If you're not good enough to beat them with Rashee Rice or with the other guys, you're not good enough. You ain't ready yet. You can't fake your way to a championship. You know, they said the Eagles had an easy way. What was the other team the other year? They said had an easy road. The Eagles won it last year, and I think maybe Kansas City won the year, but whoever Kansas City played the year before, okay, they had an easy road, and like, ain't nothing easy about winning in this league, bro. Nothing about it. But you know, he lay in his bed, and 6 games, it's crazy. You thinking more about 8. I remember I seen guys get 8. I guess really 8 is for domestic violence. That's the 8 to 10, or misconduct with Deshaun Watson. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. But I mean, so be it. So be it. Personally, um, personally, hopefully he learned his lesson. First and foremost, hopefully Jordan Addison learned. I'll tell y'all, most people who do these things, they don't learn their lesson. When you get a slap on the wrist, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't learn their lesson, bro. Most people don't learn that lesson, man. They got to learn the hard way. That's why it's very important to discipline your kids. That's why it's important. Discipline them. Because if you don't discipline them and you don't stick to the discipline and you cop out and don't stick through the punishment, they always going to think they got an easy way out. There's a cause and effect. That could be good, that could be bad. But yeah. So it is what it is, man. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, word drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.